Well, look over here. Rob to the rescue. This is Sam. Sam brought this in. You'll see an episode on it. I didn't want to pretend it wasn't here, but you'll see that episode. But we're waiting on some skin on this deal. But we decided, let's just pull in this 1971, 70 or 71. Let me look real quick. It's a 70, made in Bristow. So we're just going to start tearing it. Well, we started tearing it down, and I'm sorry I left you behind. I got Russ over here with me. We're making quick work of it, so I thought I'd show you what I'm dealing with on this deal. If you remember, we did a Should I Buy It on this one, and it is a long time ago, but Sarah has commissioned us, and this thing is, it's bad shape. Bad shape. I got the front window, so we don't need to go in. I'll just kind of show you right here. If you come up here, and I'll show you. It's a 15, so it's got the rounded, and because it's still a 70, so the potty closet is rounded. Right on the other side of the potty closet, we're going to put the AC will go up top, and then below will go a 2-door refrigerator. We'll pull that gaucho bed out, and we'll put a 48-inch static bed. It'll be 48 by like 75, 77. Now this kitchen isn't original. Some of it is. Most of it isn't. It's coming out. We'll build a new kitchen, and we're not going back. She doesn't want a stove, so we don't have to have these high kitchen cabinets. It looks like they just cut them off anyway, but we'll bring them all the way back down to the way they were. I think we're going to eliminate the vent like we generally always do. But I didn't really want to take you through a full teardown. I wanted you just to kind of see where we're at. You've seen us tear down, a ton of Scotties, and you know how we're going to rebuild this one. This one's going to go back fairly stock. She's got some real nice things she's going to do on the inside, but she's going to leave the outside bare metal. So we got to clean that up, but that's going to look really sharp. It's going to be a sharp camper when we get it finished. So just hold on for a minute, and I'm going to show you what it looks like here coming up. Well. It's got its winter coat on. That's really not too terrible. It's not as thin as I've seen it before on that insulation. We've got just about everything off the exterior that we meant to get off the exterior. A little foam sprayed in there. It's just a lot of mold. It's pretty tough. Pretty tough. There's absolutely nothing but the side skin that we can save. I think we're going to go here and look at this. See what you think. These old Scotties, they were just nailed a million times across the seams like that. And they really never held up. Of course, that's coming out and it's never going back in, that vent. I mean, look at that nail. You get the idea. That's from window to window. The parts underneath the window, they were still pretty good. I think I can clean those up and use them, but I think I'm gonna have to get a new roof. Just for the time that it would take me. They gooped this thing up. Look at this goop. I couldn't cut this with a knife. Crazy. And there are those giant nails. Those nails are 3 inches long. Yeah, it's just too much. Too much. I think I'm going to save the very front and the very back and everything that you see here. I don't know. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments, but I think I'm going to call Max Aluminum, M-A-C-S Aluminum, Bristow. Order me a new roof. I am trying so hard to find something in here to save. And I cannot find it. I mean, you always want to save these, but you can't wire wheel them. You could, even if you put that orange stuff on them, it eats through. That's plastic. I tried, I failed. How many? I see red, I see white, and I think I see gray. That's not worth saving. And how long are you going to run the wire wheel before you go pay $2 for a set of these? I mean, that's where we're coming down to on this deal right here. I mean, there's so many coats of paint even on the trim. And I wish that floor was better. That floor is so cool. But anyway, there's so many coats of paint on the trim. It's just not worth spending all your time wire wheeling. You know, look at that. That'll never come off. It's got an old toilet in it. We're not saving that. There's no telling what in the world is going on in this trailer. Now, there's absolutely nothing over here to even consider. I mean, just the trim is just even wore out. This gaucho bed is tore up. Everything down underneath the kitchen is tore up. Look at that sink. No absolute way in the world. And you know how Jim always says, hey, save them stoves, man. 95% of the time they work. Did you ever wonder what the 5% looked like? This is it. Right here, boys. Right here. Not gonna happen. They cut down the shelf right here. It used to come down to there. 100%. 100%. 100%. There's nothing I can use. And that hurts my heart. Because you know I got to put the soul back in it. But I will tell you this. I have saved some parts and pieces from another Scotty or 10. And I will lovingly put it back in here. I'll do the best I can. All right. That's your interior update before I tear it down. I'm shocked that worked. It's probably gonna fall while I'm talking to you. It's sketchy. I gotta fix this. As you can see, Russ isn't here, so we're having another awkward shot. But what I did want you to see is I have got the floor put in and I've got the drop down cut out. It's cut out real tight, so I did put a little bit of asphalt silver tape on the bottom here, wherever there was a crease, just to add a little more weatherproofing. And we're gonna undercoat this whole thing anyway, but we like to be a little double protected sometimes. So I'm gonna see if I can get this put in. That's where it should go, but it's not going. This guy might help. Let's see. Nope. Yeah. But I told you, I got that tape on it. I don't want to tear that tape up too bad, but I also don't want to sit here all day putting this thing, wondering why it's not going to go. But it's going to go. It's going to go. Only if it wants to, and I don't think it wants to. Whew! My. Let me see. Where's it not going? Right here? I'm sorry you had to see that. Hopefully Russ hit us a double time on that and I don't look as foolish as I feel right now. But it's going to be a good fit. And we're going to get it screwed in. And then we're going to lay down our vinyl. It's going to look good. Hey, I'll give you a little quick update. We got the drop down in that we were pounding on just a few seconds ago. It's been a good day here, World Headquarters. We got Sam, his mobile scout, back to him. You may have seen that video last week, maybe. Here is our vinyl. It's that limestone slab, beige. That's what kind of looks like what used to go in the Scotties. We used that on a couple of our past campers. Karen kind of brought that to my attention. Remember her and her pink Scotty. So it's looking good. I'm going to get this laid down in the next day or two. And you've been hearing me talk about my top secret project. Top secret project. Sorry, that's all I can show you. Top secret project. But back to Sarah's Scotty. That floor is looking real nice. I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy. Very happy with how it came out. So let's get on with it. As you can see, I got the vinyl down. It's been sitting for a little well over a day, maybe 2 days. It looks great. I'll give you a close-up before it's over. Now, I have already cut out the walls. So I'm going to try and get this side set just so you can see it happen. I'm not going to go through the whole thing with you because I've got a lot of videos doing that. You're always welcome to send me an email if you have a question that needs some detail, no problem. Today, I'm going to be using my screw gun. I'm going to use my nail gun. I've got 1.25 inches, I think, 18 gauge brad nails in that. I got some 2-inch exterior screws, and I got some little 1.25 inch screws that we'll use. And back behind me, you see my 90s. You remember what those are for. That's just to keep everything 90. That's why they're 90s. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'll talk in between a little bit, and then that Russ knows that that's his cue to put us on a triple time. So here I go. All right, that's just about enough to hold it. I got to put more in it. I got some trimming to do, but here's what it looks like. They got that vinyl down. Great camera work. There's those 90s holding that up. It's not exactly 90 yet, but it will be when I go to set the ceiling. I just want those in there holding things up, and we can get our measurements and everything that we need. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this side. It's a little bit more tricky because of the drop down, but it's not bad. I'll get it. Got the walls up. Now to stabilize them really good, I need to get some parts of the ceiling on. I like to get to the point where I put the back on and the front on, and that really makes a big difference. And then I can check my door. Once I can cut that door out, then I can go on the wrap. I don't like that, but you know what I mean. I call it the ceiling. They're really kind of the walls on this side. Okay, moving along. So what I did is I measured the width of the trailer, outside edge to outside edge, 75 7/8. Don't take my measurement, always measure your own. And so what I did, just to back that up, you can kind of see over here, that's the metal for the front and the back. I measured it, 75 7/8, real close anyway. So I cut this 75 7/8. I cut this board at 75 7/8. And so I'm going to, this is going to be, this side's the bottom. This is where the window would start. So I'm just going to glue these down. This one's going to go all the way to the edge like this, and I'll clamp it. And then this one, I've got it measured off at 35. I was wrong. This is the bottom. This is the window because here's my marks. So I will do this right here. And I'm going to glue those down. I'm going to clamp those. And then I'm going to show you a little trick I do for the tops. Well, the on top of both of those. This is our front. I wanted to show you something real quick though. That's what your ceiling's going to look like. I found about 6. Just real beautiful. You wait till you put that shellac on there. That is going to light up like a Christmas tree. It's going to be so beautiful. I just wanted to show you before I got too far into it. I'll be back in just a minute and, well, probably a couple of seconds for you. And show you my little trick to working the rest of this. All right, I wanted to show you that little trick I was talking about earlier. We're going to put our window, let's say, it'll be, I'll do that in a little bit. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put glue on half. And I'm going to hang the other half off the edge. So, I'm going to go by here. Then I'm going to hook in right there. Hope you can see that, no? And what I'm going to do with my tape measure is measure 1 3/4 inches. Because that would be half. Stick close. So that was way off. This one, there we go. Probably need to come in this way a little bit. Let me get that measurement right here. We got to come out of touch. And the reason that we do that is, let me take this great camera work, is that when we go right here with that front piece, this is terrible and I am so sorry and somewhat embarrassed. We come up here with that first piece, and if you remember, let me show you right. This just isn't working. Let me change this camera.